I'll be honest, me predicting that Young Thug would spend the rest of his life in jail may go down as probably my worst take ever. I mean, they had me fooled, bro. Like, the Atlanta DA, Fani Willis, had me fooled from the very beginning. When the indictment was announced, she was caught in a press conference telling people that she ain't giving out no pleas. She want them folks to do life in prison.
And we have a message, and that is get out of this county or expect to start seeing sentences that go life plus. Because I am not going to negotiate with gang members. I am not going to allow pleas. We are going to find you. We are going to convince you. And we're going to send you to the prison for the rest of your days. And I'm not apologizing for that.
Then we look at the indictment and we see out of 65 possible charges, they've included murder as well. And then through testimony, we found out they've been investigating Young Thug since 2016 for his involvement in a murder. He allegedly rented out a vehicle that was used by Yak Gotti and other to kill YFN Nut.
To your knowledge, how long have you had an investigation ongoing, when I say you, the Fulton County District Attorney's Office, against Jeffrey Williams?
For me personally, it would have been around, I want to say April of 2016 when I found out that he rented the car that was utilized in the drive-by shooting.
Boy, certainly I thought that boy was cooked. Because if you have informants telling you, one person who was with Thug when he rented out the vehicle and another person who was testifying that Thug gave us the vehicle to go kill somebody, I certainly thought Thug is cooked. That ties Thug to that murder. He's cooked. And then we find out that the charges involving the murder weren't even included when Thug officially got charged.
The RICO indictment contains a total of 65 counts levied against Thug and other members of YSL, who prosecutors allege is a criminal street gang affiliated with the Bloods that is behind a series of violent crimes in the Atlanta area, including murder and armed robbery. Thugger's 8 counts include conspiracy to violate the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act and 2 counts of participation in criminal street gang activity, which were filed when the rapper was originally indicted in May of 2022. He has also been charged with possession of marijuana with intent to distribute, possession of codeine with intent to distribute, possession of cocaine, possession of a firearm, and possession of a machine gun. The drug and gun charges were filed in August and stem from items seized during a police search of Thug's home in Buckhead, Atlanta during his May arrest.
The 8 counts he was charged with aren't little charges, aren't baby charges, but they aren't you gonna spend the rest of your life in prison charges. Those are charges where you gonna get sentenced to 5 and come home in 8. So I'm like, oh, okay, maybe my prediction was off. But then I remember, Fani Willis and them still got them rap lyrics. They still got them rap lyrics, bro, where Thug is confessing to a lot. And Fani Willis using those lyrics have been pretty controversial, but she been adamant about using those lyrics against Thug, despite the fact that legal experts is coming out and telling Fani Willis, bro, this is unethical. People got to have their First Amendment protected.
Yes, there are many First Amendment issues here. Georgia law, though, does allow prosecutors to charge someone both with racketeering as well as participation in a criminal street gang if those organizations are committing crimes under Georgia law and if these folks are organized in a way that they are working together in some capacity. So prosecutors will often point to things like using gang signs, things that are meant to communicate messages to other potential gang members, recruiting other people to join a gang. It's very problematic from a First Amendment standpoint because that kind of communication, and it can be communication in words, it can be lyrics in a song, it can be on social media, it can be the clothes that they wear. That is all protected under the First Amendment.
But Big Fani wasn't trying to hear none of that, bro. Big Fani said, we going to use them lyrics. F what them niggas talking about.
Successful, I think if you decide to admit your crimes over a beat, I'm going to use it. I'm not targeting anyone, but however, you do not get to commit crimes in my county and then decide to brag on it, which you do that for a form of intimidation and to further the gang and not be held responsible. One of the lyrics used in this indictment. Just one of the lyrics is me and my crew striking out, striking in all black. Send me the drop. We'll kick in the house. If we steal a car, we're going to take off the tag. Well, they're kicking indoors, committing home invasions, and now I'm using those lyrics that they're admitting to doing that. I'm going to continue to do that. People can continue to be angry about it. I have some legal advice. Don't confess to crimes on rap lyrics if you do not want them used, or at least get out of my county.
Fani Willis mean business. Now, there were rumors being floated out there in regards to the Young Thug lyrics and YSL lyrics they were going to use at trial. These were some of the rumor lyrics that we thought was going to be used at trial. However, nobody knew exactly what was going to be used at trial until this week when the full list was revealed. And I'll be real with y'all, bro. Like, after seeing the full list of the lyrics they're going to use, bro, I'm not impressed, and this actually looks pretty good for Thug. First off, let's just start with them just making blatant mistakes that shouldn't be made in a court of law. Like, they are so sloppy with this, bruh. They were assigning lyrics to Thug that Thug never said. They said that Young Thug rapped, "I just beat a murder, paid my lawyer $30 for that," on his song TikTok. Now, those lyrics are not in TikTok at all. As a matter of fact, those aren't rap lyrics at all. Those lyrics are text didn't belong in any song. Those are actually a text from a social media page that belonged to a YSL member. "I just beat a murder rap, pay my lawyer $30 for that" is actually an IG post from a YSL member called Shannon Stillwell, aka Shannon Jackson. The mistakes are all throughout this, bruh. They even attributed a lyric from Lil Gotti, who was not included in the YSL RICO, but they assigned this to Yak Gotti. "We get murderers in case you didn't know, catch him wet his ass up like a toad." They at least got the song correct, but even though the song is correct, Yak Gotti never said that. Lil Gotti and Lil Keed were on the chorus going back and forth, and Lil Gotti was who set those lyrics. They got a bunch of other things wrong that are just inexcusable. Like, for example, they got the release date for Who incorrectly. They cited lyrics from Who twice, such as "keep a pistol in case you want to test me," "banging in red bandanas," "blat, blat." And they cited the release date as 2020. That's the work of a Caucasian. I know the work of a Caucasian when I see one. Ain't no black man getting the date of that song incorrectly. Stop it. Like, Project ET by DJ Esco is a classic. I believe is a classic. Now, Future and them will say that's a playlist, it's not a project. It's a tape, bro. It's a Future tape to me. And that was released in 2016. There's so much more, bro. Like, we can go all day, but I'll give you guys one more example. They said that Thug and 30 was released in 2016. That's false. Thug and 30 was never released. It's an unreleased song, but Thug and 30 was leaked on the internet in 2019. So they're just getting things blatantly wrong. The lyrics are being associated to the wrong people. Release dates are wrong. So if the lyrics is what they're hanging their hat on, the lyrics are their trump card. The lyrics are what they're about to take to court and stamp on the floor and say, "Yo, look at this." They confess to it. And those lyrics are wrong and those lyrics are flawed and there's a lot of mistakes in the lyrics. I don't know, man. It looks like Thug may be coming home soon. I believe that these new updates pretty much confirm, bro, that Thug probably going to beat this case and come home soon, or they're going to go against their word and give Thug a plea deal, man, because I don't see this ending well for the prosecution if they're going to be this sloppy. Let me know what y'all think. Is Thug coming home or is Thug cooked? And while you're at it, man, click on the video somewhere on my screen to find out how this interview almost went left when this interviewer asked Dwight Howard the question that we've all been thinking. Click on this video to find out what I'm talking about. I'm going to see you guys in this video, all right? I'm out of here, folks. Peace.